Okay. I don't know if you guys remember the story about the ferret cage. My son decided to build it in the living room. I didn't want the ferrets in the living room, but he said, no, we'll move it later. Yeah, couldn't get it through the skinny house. Okay. So I took a picture of it before I took it apart, which is, I advise that for anybody that's doing anything. Especially in your kid's room if you're rearranging and stuff like that too. Okay. Whatever. Car parts, you're taking the engine apart, take a picture of it before or during, or in stages. Anyway, so we got the two potty boxes down there. Got the pink one up there. That one's a little hard to get to because I got to get through the bed, which is tied onto the door. Not too big of a problem because that one's not heavy and it's not big. These two are big and heavy. Fine, no problem. I take the bottom door out, kick this bag out of the way, and somebody pulled the dish towel. Okay. I was drying it, but Biscuit's got to have everything. Anyway, she's got long legs, that little one. Anyway, we get the little cutie pie, Honey, sleeping in here. And I think Biscuit is down there, so we won't wake her up. But anyway, what I had to do was move this one and this one. I had 3 of them across on the top, but that was kind of silly. So it's all back together where it was before, and it works because they got their food, they got the ramp. Well, actually, that's the dehydrated lamb. It's $76 a bag for a 2.2 ounce bag of kibs. They get their little hammocks, 2 of them if they want to sleep separate, whatever. You got to accommodate the little buggers. I wish I had 3, honest to God. I really do. They go down this ramp, and they can go to that potty box if they really got to go really bad, because Honey's getting older. They got their bed there, with all the little blankies and toys and things and stuffies. Yes, they have stuffies. Ferrets have to have stuffies. Then you got the other one. Okay, they can just jump. It's only a little bit, maybe 2-3 inches. She can jump down and go on that ramp and go down that little slot, okay, and go down to the big potty boxes, okay. A little tilt there. And then she's sleeping in the little crocheted hat that I made for them. And then there's another little hat here. And you gotta have everything in 2s. We have 3 potty boxes. So there's the little dishes. There's no holes on that platform, so they can't fall out. Although Honey I gave her cookies this morning, and half her ass was on the blue ramp in there. So I opened up the gate, and opened up the door, and I pushed her over. She's getting old. But she was like, no, I'm good. I'm okay. So that's their little treat cup that I put some treats in at night. Biscuit knows about that one. So when the biscuits hit the tin, she hears it and she comes running from wherever she is and she goes and she steals them. But that's their little foodie dish. Their breakfast gruel, which is another expensive. Marshall's. It went up. Marshall's diet. It's called Ferret Kibbles. It was $16. Now I think it's $26. I don't know. I'm afraid to look anymore. Oh, there's the stuffy upside down. He didn't. I guess he got dumped out of the bed because he was up there with the other one. Oh no, maybe Honey dumped him. She's like, no, this is for me. Anyway, so I found the one of their old ones from their other original cage, the little hammock, and it's a little tattered. It probably needs to be washed. Not too bad to take it out. You just unhook it. And this is the little blanket that I pull down for at night, so I don't get any lights or anything like that, or little breezes. They can get it from the side here if they get breezes, and on the other side, but just directly onto them. I didn't want them to have that because they have to have a special temperature, guys. They have to be monitored, If they get too hot, there's just no coming back from that. So, yeah, not a good thing. And we had a transformer explode on Motley Avenue on the other side of the island today, just a little bit ago. So the 122 precinct is on it. But anyway, I just wanted to, so I had to break it down. Not to make this too long. I had to break it down and put it back together in the kitchen where it goes. And then put the cockatiel cage up there. Nobody listens to me. Nobody listens to two inches in front of their faces they can't see. I don't understand it. You know? And I'm going to say this directed to the men. If your wife is smart and she's been taking care of a lot of things throughout your life, let her. She's been doing a good job. Okay? Pat her on the back. I'm not asking you to go run out and buy flowers. Pat her on the back. Okay? You know what? Make her a cup of tea and tell her, here, honey, sit down for a little bit. Enjoy your cup of tea. Because I know you've been breaking your ass all these years. You know, instead of giving her a hard time and arguing with her. You know what I mean? Okay? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Look at her. She's in all her little glory. They sleep for about 15 out of the 24. And last night I had to put them in the, yeah, my rant is over. I had to put them in a little snap-up playground over here in the corner where Miss Luffy is. I had to put Luffy back in her cage so that we can have the ferret playground over here, which folds up, thank God, and a little snappy rubber band around it. And then she's a mess. She's missing feathers like crazy. Her backside we don't even want to see. And this is the stuff that I use for the ferret litter boxes. It's crushed. It's newspaper. It's good stuff. I actually absorbed a lot of stuff. But anyway, so then I had to put it back together in the kitchen. Unbelievable. Tired of all this craziness. Anyway, just wanted to give you a little update. Talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.